Good morning and welcome to the ITS Connect session for September. My name is Jennifer Laudiana. I am part of the Information Technology Services group, and I'm going to talk today about Mediavision Courseware. Mediavision Courseware has been on campus for quite a while. Last fall in 2012, we did an update, and it allows you to do a lot more than you did previously with Courseware. Just a couple of notes I wanted to share with you. It allows for classroom capture, so that is how it was used previously as well. Someone is in the room, a videographer that will capture a camera operator. Also with this service, you can have it captured without a camera operator. So some of the rooms are set up that way. So it just depends on which classroom you are in. You can also upload your own videos now. So if you have a supplemental video that you've created on your own, you can actually upload those as well into the Courseware system. Personal capture is something that you can use if you would like. This allows you to capture video as well as screen capture, and then automatically you can set it to upload into Courseware and make it available to your class. Lastly, you can reuse videos, and what this is if you have a course that you're teaching that's different from a previous course, but you want to use some of the video from the previous course, you can actually copy those videos over to the other course and reuse those videos. I'll talk about that a little bit more. There are a couple little things to make sure are set up for you to do that, but it is an option that you can use. You also can view all of these in Blackboard Learn, so students and faculty can log into Blackboard. You will see the Mediavision videos for your course. It allows you to see statistics about the videos for each video, cumulative. You can also do some interactivity. So if you have information in your videos that you personally, as the instructor, would like to bookmark, you can. Also, students can bookmark sections. So as they're rewatching a lecture, they can bookmark sections to remind them to go back and review those sections, or if they're having trouble, they can bookmark them for future reference as well. Also, there is a discussion feature which both students and faculty can see. So you can post questions, discussion options on there, and then that way everyone can work together and talk about sections of the video after class or before the class, depending on when the assignment to watch the video has been set up. So I mentioned classroom capture. You can have an automated camera in your room or a camera operator as well. These are automatically posted to capture.case.edu. So if you log in there, you'll be able to see all of them. The default is that they are available in Blackboard Learn. So as soon as they are processed and captured, they are available for your course. You can go in and make them unavailable if you need to by going to capture.case.edu. And also, if you want them to always be unavailable at first so that you can take a look at them, you can put a special request in through the service desk to have your videos unavailable. And I mentioned uploading other videos. So using capture.case.edu, you can log in there. There is an option called Media Import, and that will set you up to be able to upload videos that you want to upload to your course. There is a small plugin that's required. When I show you how to do that, it will actually pop up and ask me if I want to run that little plugin in Safari. It's a little Java 7 plugin, so if you don't have that, it will let you know and you won't be able to upload them. So make sure that you check that. Maybe try one first and see. It will validate your video, so it will go through a checklist, and you can see on the screen where I have the green check marks, and it will make sure that your video is okay to upload. It will look at how long it is, it will look at what file type it is, and some other information. And if it's not correct, it will actually put a red X next to that item. So unless you have all green checks, like in the example on the screen, you actually will need to fix or change or re-upload the video. One thing also, there are certain video types that you need to remember. So for example, SWF will not upload. So you need to have a FLV file, an MP3, MP4, something like that. Also, be aware that It will not upload anything from YouTube. So make sure that what you're uploading is yours as well, and be aware of copyright issues. You want to make sure that whatever you have, you either have license to use or it is something that you personally have recorded and you have the rights to use when you are uploading that information into capture.case.edu. So once it uploads, it'll actually go through a processing time. So it'll say it'll take a few minutes or however long. So once you get it uploaded, it will process, and then you will be able to view it in your Echoes tab, which is what the videos are called when you go to capture.case.edu. And when you look on the Echoes tab, you'll see all of your videos. There are actually tabs across the top that say available, unavailable, archived, or deleted. So you can move your videos around depending on what you want to do. If you want to delete them, if you're done using them for now, and you want to archive them and kind of clean up that available list. If you want to make them unavailable, as I mentioned earlier, you can go back in there and make them available and switch back and forth. So depending on how you are using your videos and what you want your students to see. So I mentioned personal capture, and this is actually a software that you would download from the Software Center onto your computer, and it allows you to record on your own computer. So you can have the camera on, it will record what you're doing on your screen. You can have both. So if you want to have the camera on so the students can see you talking as well as your demonstration or screen capture, you can have both on. You can have one. It also records audio. And once you do that and you download the software, you actually will need to make sure that you are able to upload to publish that. So you would contact the service desk and let them know that you want to use the personal capture software. They will actually need your what is called a course ID or CMS from Blackboard Learn. There is a link here to a video which is also posted on help.case.edu under Training and Blackboard. On the right-hand side, if you click there, there's a video that will explain how to get that ID number. I think there's 2 or 3 different ways, so whichever works the easiest for you. And it will talk about what that ID number is so that you have that ready when you put in your service request. Then they can put that in and they'll associate that ID with your videos so that you are able to upload to personal capture. Once you have recorded, I mentioned you can record your screen, you can record yourself, both, however you want to do that. There is a very simple editor, and the same is true in capture.case.edu. There's a very simple editor that allows you to do I call them big chunk editing. So you can go in and you can take out the very beginning, the very end, maybe some large sections where you don't want those there. But it's a very simple editor that you can use to edit your videos. And once you're ready, you can go ahead and click Publish, and it will upload them to capture.case.edu, and then you can log in and manage them from there. Make them available, unavailable, put them in the correct course, whatever you would like to do with them. I mentioned reusing videos, and there's a couple of things to keep in mind. So if you're teaching a class in the fall and you're teaching the same class in the spring and you're using the same Blackboard site, all of your videos will already be there. So you might want to go in and make some of them unavailable in the new site if you would like, but they will always transfer over if it's the same Blackboard course site. If you are teaching a different class, but you want to use the videos that you used in the fall, and you've set up a different Blackboard site, you'll want to contact the service desk with that course ID or CMS, as I mentioned before, and give them that so that you are able to go into capture.case.edu, find the videos that you want to have on that course, and then move them to that course. So you can actually copy videos to back and forth to different terms, different courses, and I will show you how that works. And then you just make the video available to the class whenever you're ready. So I've been talking a lot about capture.case.edu, the echoes, the personal capture, how all the videos are created. So I just wanted to take a few minutes to now talk about Blackboard Learn, which is where everyone logs into and single sign-on, and all of these videos are housed based on the course that they are associated with. So you do have to have a course or an organization. So if you need to create an organization that will have videos associated with it, or so that you can use personal capture, you can contact the Blackboard team and they can talk with you and set that up. But you do need to have that in Blackboard in order to use this service. Classroom capture is associated with the class, and I said that uploads automatically and is available in your course. So you can go in and make them unavailable if you want to, or again, if you want to have a special request that they're not available until you go in and make them available, you can also do that as well. This is where you would play the videos. You can view your statistics, so you can view statistics by video or cumulative. You can create and monitor discussions, as I mentioned earlier. You can bookmark your video as well as make them unavailable or available, which this is actually a new button that is there. So if you've been using it before, this is something new that you may want to check out. So I'm going to walk you through a couple of the things that I talked about so that you can see how they work. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing this. And I'm going to change to my screen. So the first thing you should see is this screen that says Echo, and this is where you would log in. When I talk about capture.case.edu, this is the page I'm talking about. And when it comes up, you'll have to log in. So I'm going to log in here. And it will take you to a page that lists all of your videos, or in this system it calls them echoes. You will see a tab across the top, Echoes, and that's where they're going to be listed here. So you will see all of the videos that I have as this person, Casey Tester, and you will see the term for each video. So some of these might be the same, and I've copied them to a different term and maybe even a different course. You will also see I mentioned 8 are available. I have 2 unavailable videos that I maybe wanted to retire temporarily, or I don't want to show them in my class. You can also archive videos or delete them. And in order to move between the tabs, you would just choose the video that you want. At the bottom there is a drop down, so you can make it available, archive, or delete. If I was on the available tab, instead of make available, it would say make unavailable. So it gives you those options. So if I choose make available or archive, it will actually move that. To my archive. It usually takes a few minutes to switch, and then the numbers will update above so that you can see how many you have. So now I have 1 archived and 1 available. Also, I mentioned that you can copy. So if you hover over any of the videos, you'll see on the very center section there is a little menu here that allows you to play the video, view it, download, copy, which is what I was talking about. So I can actually click on copy, and I can change the name up here. And then I can copy it to another course. So I know that this is available for summer. And I'm going to copy it here. So that's how you can copy them back and forth if you have developed some videos and you're teaching different classes, but you want to use videos from other courses that you have taught that are relative to the subject. You can do that as well. It might take a second here. There we go. So it has been saved. It's been copied. It gives you the web address and some other information about it. So if I go to Echoes, you'll now see at the top I have 4-year term, which is the item that I just copied. Media import. I mentioned that you can import your own videos. So you can go to Media Import on the Echoes tab, and it gives you a form that's set up here so that you can actually walk through and import your video. So I want to put it under the 4-year term course. I'm going to call it Sample Number 2, if you want to put in a description to describe the video so that you remember what you had uploaded. I want to upload both the audio and the video. And I had a video already here, but I'm going to delete it so I can show you how that works. So here's the message. It wants to know if I want to run the little applet application. Yes, I do. And I'm going to come down here, and this is the little Java applet item that you're going to need. So if you come here and it's blank like that and there's nothing there and it says you need a plugin, you're going to need to upload it in order to upload any videos. So I'm going to go ahead and upload a file. And I'm going to upload one that I know does not work first, this SWF, so that you can see how that looks when something isn't quite working right and what the checklist looks like that it produces. So it uploaded, it gave me the checklist, and it gave me some errors. So you can see I have the red X's, so you cannot proceed until your checklist has all check marks. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this, and I'm going to try a different file that I have. I'm going to upload a file. So I'm going to upload this one's a small file, and now you'll notice that I have all green check marks. So I know that my video uploaded successfully, everything checked out for it, and then I can go ahead and click next and choose where I want to put it. If I want to put it in the audio podcast, video podcast, and then I can process it. And the processing takes a few minutes. It's submitted for processing. The system behind the scenes does magic and creates it. And then if you want to go back in and upload another one. So if you're doing something at the beginning of the semester, you're preparing for class, you can come in here and upload all of your files and maybe look at your echoes, copy them over, and then make them all unavailable, and then go in each time you need them and make them available to the class. Or what you can do is make them all available here and then log into Blackboard and click the unavailable button on there and make them available, those that you don't want your students to see. So that's how capture.case.edu works. I'm going to now show you how Blackboard Learn works if you have not been in there before. So I'm going to go to a course. I have a test course here that I'm going to use. And all students and faculty will get the same area on their menu. This is a test course, so it has a bunch of things on the menu. But you will see a link called Mediavision, and that is what you want to click on in order to bring up your captured videos that are there. So this is what the faculty view looks like. You'll notice I mentioned you can see the cumulative and unique views for all of your videos. This puts them together in one summary. So this is for all the videos. So you want to see this one's lecture number 2. There were 10 unique viewers and 15 cumulative views. So the 10 people viewed it 15 times, so some people may have viewed it more than once. Also here you will see the unique viewers. So this would be 10 unique viewers, and then this longer one are the 15 cumulative views. On the right-hand side, you will see what's called recent activity. This is all of the discussions that have been started and used through all of your videos. So if you have a class and you have 10 videos, you're going to see all of the discussions here. The most recent activity will show at the top. You will also see the topic, the title, you'll see who posted it and the date that they posted it, and which video was posted to that for that discussion. So if you click on that, it will actually open and take you to that section of the video so that you can look at the discussion or see where in the video the questions were, if that's what the discussion was about. So that's a really nice tool. I encourage you to let your students know that it's there and use it as part of your teaching to be able to interact with your students outside of class using these discussion boards and your videos for your class. So if I scroll down here, I'm going to see all of my what are called echoes. So all of your videos will show. Each video, if you click on it, has a little menu. And you'll notice here on this first one, this first tab, are the statistics for that particular video. So not cumulative, this is just the one video. So on this particular video, it had 7 unique people view it. They viewed it 9 times, and the average completion rate was only 38%. So on average, no one finished watching the full video. So that's helpful if your videos that you've uploaded are assignments. If you're doing a flipped classroom where you want them to watch these videos and do homework before they come to class so that they can have a discussion, you can kind of gauge how much of the videos they've watched. Also, you'll notice it tells you how many discussion topics were started, discussion replies. In this case, there were 0. And at the very bottom is your heat map. And this shows where throughout the whole video, people have watched it the most. So in this particular video, it looks like in the very beginning, a lot of students have started the video, maybe have backed up, gone forward, stopped on a topic, and rewatched that section. So the red means it's a very high segment of the video that's being watched. And then the blue is very low, and then there's a minimal. So at the very end, it looks like no one has made it to the very end. A few people have made it mostly to the end. And it looks like there's some moderate watching here in the middle where people have gotten that far, may have backed up or forward or watched it again. So this is a really nice tool for instructors, and I think here's a different heat map. So this one looks a little bit different just so you can get an idea of how that looks. Also for each of these, you have an information tab. And I mentioned the Make Unavailable. There is actually a Make Unavailable button now right in the video. So again, if you want to upload all of your information into and copy it to the course through the Echo Center, you can actually come into Blackboard if that's easier for you and make the videos unavailable that you don't want your students to see right away. And that gives you information about your class, the status, it's available, it's a lecture, how long the video is. Also, it'll tell you downloads. By default, all of the downloads are disabled. So if you have any need for that, you can check through the service desk and the Mediavision Courseware team. The third are the discussions, which doesn't look like there are discussions on this particular item, and this will be the discussions only for this video. So if there are discussions on other videos, as in the recent activity, those are all of the videos and all of the discussions. But if you want to look at the discussions for a specific video, you would come here on that specific video. And the last section are bookmarks. I'm going to see if there are any. And this is where you would see your bookmarks. So either a student or a faculty member can create bookmarks. They are not public, so it's related to you when you log into your Blackboard site. So as a faculty member, if you want to bookmark sections for notes for yourself, as students, they may want to bookmark sections to remind them to review for the test or the exam or quiz, or just in general maybe to start a remind them to actually start a discussion or ask a question. However you want to use bookmarks, that's up to you, but they are for the person. They are not shared with the class. When you click play, it will open, and on the right-hand side, you will see like a black bar of tabs, and that is where you will see buttons for discussions and bookmarks. And as soon as you click bookmark, you can stop the player and it will timestamp that for you. The same with discussions. So if you're halfway through the video and you hit it and you type in a discussion topic, when someone comes in there and sees that, if they click on the discussion, it will actually go ahead and take them right to that section. So it'll actually stream it right up to that section, and it will open it right where the discussion is. So that's a really nice feature for both students and faculty to use. The bookmark application works the same way as well. One last thing I wanted to show you. I actually have the personal capture open, and that may not be sharing. So let me go back and... So this is what the personal capture software looks like. So when you open it, you can go straight to your recordings, or if you're ready to record, you can just start a recording. For our example, I'm going to go to my recording so that you can see what that looks like. So you can see I have a bunch of sample recordings. It gives you the date and time, how long it was. It also will tell you if it's been published. You'll see you have this publish recording down here. When you're ready to publish, you can click that and it will have you log into capture.case.edu and it will upload it into capture.case for you, and then you will have your video there. But you can also just record. So this video here just says recorded. So I recorded a video, but I haven't published it yet. Also, if you'll notice, I have an example here. I edited this video, so I went into the editor and I actually snipped out a section, and it will show me that it was edited so that I know that that one was changed. So maybe I have two versions. I have one edited and one that's recorded. Also, I'm going to go ahead and start a recording and see if that will open the interface. So a couple of things when you open it, it's automatically set for your screen and the microphone. And you'll notice here that it says your camera. You can enable and disable the camera. And on your configure tab is where you're going to configure that. So if you come in and it shows no camera, you'll know that it's not picking up your camera, and you need to come into the configure and set up what you want it to look at. So device 2, video on the right, I have set as my camera. You can switch that. So if for some reason you want your video to be on the left, you can change your device on the left, and the right would be your screen. So just to keep that in mind, if you come in and it's not quite working how you thought, or the video's off, or it shows that you have no camera, that is how you can fix that. And then you would just click on Start Capture. It will count down by 5, and then you can go ahead and start your recording. So I'm going to go back to my recordings, and I'm actually going to show you a quick look at the editor. So when you're done recording and you click stop, this is what the screen will look like. And as I mentioned, there's a very simple editor. You drag these little triangles where you want it to go, and then you just click the scissors to snip that section. It will not keep that until you hit apply edit, so keep that in mind. If you want to listen to a sample, it will play it with the edits in it, and then when you're ready, you can snip them out and apply them, and then it will edit the video for you. If you don't want them there after a while, you figured out that you don't want to change it, you can click clear cuts and then save it, and it will stay the same. So that's just a quick overview of that. So I'm going to actually switch back. We're almost out of time. So if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in the question box, and I will go ahead and answer those when I get back to my desk. So that's how Mediavision Courseware works. Again, there are tools and tips and things at help.case.edu. If you need to have anything set up in Blackboard, or you need to have your course set up to use personal capture, please contact the service desk and they can get in touch with our team and get that set up for you to work with. I don't see any questions right now, so that's all I had today. Oh, actually I have one more thing. I wanted to show you what the student view looks like, so we have a minute here. Notice here the students see their bookmarks in that centerpiece instead of the statistics. They also will see all of the topics, so it looks very similar, except they do not have the statistics information that the faculty and instructors have. So here's their bookmarks. If they click on that, it takes them to the video and to the location that they made that bookmark. So on the student side, it actually is really helpful that way too. So that's all I had for today. I don't see any questions, so I will go ahead and say thank you for attending, and we hope to see you next month for our October session of ITS Connect.